Welcome, friends. It's Dawn with AK Gal Stamps, and I'm coming to you live from my hot mess of a craft room. It's Monday night, and it's dark here in Ohio. So I hope you're all doing well. I have got a fun project tonight. Um, I saw it from Miguel in India, and let me see if I can find her name. I will, because definitely want to give her credit for it. If I can find it. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Where do I find? I'll have to tag her because she's from India. Hi, Cindy. And I definitely altered hers because it was a huge card. 6 by 12 pieces of cardstock. So it's like, yeah, I didn't even make hers because I thought, well, we have 11-inch paper, so I altered mine for 11 inches. So changed some measurements, but it was her idea. So anyway, and today I've been having fun because I've had all these triangles, and today more triangles cut up, lots of angles. So anyway, I've got more of those to figure out. Well, hey, Susan. Good to see you on here. So this card is it's fun. It is a little time consuming, but it's not hard. It just takes a lot of pieces. Or if you don't want to do as many pieces, you can have less pieces. It's up to you. You make it your card. So I'm going to turn the camera. Let's get that going. Let's get the light. Let's change this light so we can see. We're cooking with gas now. So I'm doing a Valentine card. So this is going to be in the upcoming January mini catalog. So Endless Love and Endless Love Dies. So I've got a bunch of them. It's like, I love that they have all that right there. And I love that you can put these both in the same envelope. So that's nice. That's a plus. So I die cut a lot of stuff out. I'm kind of wishing they had more of a banner punch, but I guess you can use the hearts for that. So let's see. And in the suite, you get that bundle. You get these pretty embellishments, pearlized faceted circles. You get an embossing folder, which, let's see, I did emboss art. I'm using up stuff that I have, campaign foil that I had that I just wanted to use out of my craft room, right? So you need a 5.5 by 11 piece of cardstock. Okay, and it's scored at 2 3/4, 5.5, and 8 1/4. Okay, then on the 5.5 side, you got to mark at 2 3/4 at each end, and then we're going to cut. Okay, so where that dot is, you want to take the score line. Okay, and you're going to take from the score line, line up the score line and that mark that you made. This is how I get all these. You're going to cut. And then you'll do the exact same thing. Score line. And this is just halfway. Halfway. And then you're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. There's my little mark, if you can see it. And that, and let me fold this so I can see it better. This and this. If I can get it in there. You gonna be straight? I think we're straight. I'm going to bring this up a little bit so we can see a little bit farther. There we go. That's a little better. Okay, so we got this. So you're going to have these going on. Okay, I'm going to move those triangles over. This can be gone. Where's my bone folder? Need that. Need the bone folder. And we're just going to fold these in. Now this is going to be a bigger envelope because it's going to be 5.5 by 5.5, I think, which is smaller than the other. The other one would be 6 by 6 probably, or maybe a little bit bigger than that. Okay, that's how that's going to go. I'm going to do it this way because I don't want my pen to show. So I'm going to turn it this way. How about that? Okay, so we got that. Now we need, let me move all these little die cut pieces. Okay, I'm using foil. So you could use only one layer if you want to, but I'm making a wild card. So you need 3 squares of foil squares that are 3 7/8 inch square. You need 3 of these. 1, 2, and one of them you're going to cut in half. Okay. You need 3 pieces of designer series paper that are 3 5/8 square, and one of them you're going to cut in half. Okay. So those go together. Those go together. You are going to need, I use 2 more pieces of foil, which I die cut out of, that are 2 5/8 by 5 3/8. And you're going to need cardstock, same size. You're going to need 2 of those as well. You're going to need 3 DSP, designer series paper, that's 2.5 by 5 1/4. You're going to need 3 of those. These are the cardstock that I used. You're going to need 3 of those, and then you're going to need 1 that's white of the 2.5 by 5 1/4. Okay? So there you go with that. Those are your pieces. Except for you can glue everything. We'll glue everything on except for the white. We'll glue everything on to its pieces. Okay. So I'm going to use liquid glue. Hers had a center piece. But like I said, I wasn't going to do a really long one like that. There's that one. Put that over there. Because I thought, well, that's not really what we do here in the U.S., so I am not going to do that. I need a silicone craft sheet. I did actually make one other card with my design. It was kind of like my template. I love this paper. This is in my paper share too. So we will glue this on. Just have a skimpy little, keep that like that. And then this will go right here. I don't make a lot of Valentines. I think I make them. I make one for my husband, my daughter, and my grandkids. That's pretty much it. There's that. So those 3 are done. And now I'm going to move this out of the way because it's got glue on it. And we'll do the squares, the foil. Okay. And this, you could use, with this pack of paper, multiple different patterns. Hi, Carol. So let us see. This one seems to be just a little bit bigger. There we go. Okay, there's that one. I want these to be the same, but the inside is going to be different. So what's everybody up to today? I, of course, have been in here pretty much all day. In case anybody didn't know, my daughter, she lives in our house, our old house, and they had a fire, not in the house, in the barn, or I mean in the garage, and they didn't even know about it. She noticed Saturday morning that the security camera inside the garage was not working and didn't really think much about it. And when she went to work, she was going to work about 7:30 Saturday night, and the light outside of the garage was not on. So she decided to go into the garage and see what was what, and walked in. Everything was black. Granted, there were no lights, but she probably had her phone, and she could tell there was a fire. The ceiling was black. Their generator was destroyed. I think they lost a cooler. The ceiling fans were destroyed. The garage door opener was melted. Who knows what else? So crazy, absolutely crazy. I mean, it actually burned itself out, which was amazing. I mean, it's so lucky that nothing else happened. It's not an attached garage, so that was a good thing for that, and that it didn't go any farther. So very thankful for that. So now we're working with insurance adjusters and all that kind of stuff. Oh, hi, Donna Beller. One of my cards that I'm using for my scrap card tomorrow was inspired by you. I've done the card before, but haven't in a while, so I'm doing it tomorrow. And I didn't even mention you or show your card, because I actually had the card before, I think. But then I was like, oh, hey, I can do this for my scrap cards, for my Tuesday tip scrap cards. So anyway. Oh, this is wrong. This is wrong. This goes here. The foil goes here, not that one. Luckily, it didn't stick. So, craziness at our house. Yeah, I mean, the house there's a porch in between the garage and the house. But yes, very thankful. And I'm surprised because Dan does a lot of woodworking and none of the wood got burnt. It's just the side as you walk in the door, so we don't know what caused it, because like she had said, except for the other day they came out to the garage to get a drill. I don't know if that was Friday or Thursday. Friday maybe. Everything was fine on that day whenever they got the drill, and when she came back in Saturday, yep, there you go. Okay, so these pieces go right here. Okay, so we just want to glue this piece on here. So we're going to glue that right there. If I can get it right there. Like that. And this one can get glued right here. This actually, I mean, because I have everything already cut out, it goes pretty quick. Talk about decisions, though. My first card took forever. I bet you I spent a couple hours on that card, which is kind of strange. I mean, usually they don't take me that long, but that one, having to figure out my own measurements, it took me a hot minute. Okay, so we got that. Now, where are my other pieces? Right here, right here. These go right here. So I did mix it up a little bit. You can make these measurements, you can make them smaller if you'd like to. That's what's great about doing these cards, is you can come up with your own measurements, kind of alter things a little bit. My card base, by the way, is Poppy Parade. Needed to trim that off a little bit. So that goes like that. Okay. Fancy, huh? Fancy. Fancy schmancy. And then I have this on this side. This, you're going to sign on one of the panels. But you could make a couple of these for your grandkids. I'll put this. This is Flirty Flamingo. I'll show you the paper. It's really pretty. There's that. Okay, so we will stop for a moment. Valentine paper. For me, I only need one pack of it. I mean, I'll have a Valentine card in my craziness card buffet next week. So all these pieces. I really like this one. It's like a variegated pattern. Like that. That's pretty. Some stripes. Oops. I did use that. The small hearts. Got big hearts. Bigger hearts. Like that. Different background with tiny hearts. I think this is Bubble Bath. Got flowers and Flirty Flamingo with hearts. There you go. That is that paper. This is not going to be on the card buffet. But it's a fun card to make. I really like this. Okay, let's see. Next. Okay, so we got that. Actually, I need two of these, don't I? I need, what do I need? I need something on the back. What did I do on my other one? Yes, I did DSP I didn't even do that. Well, I need, I think, a square of designer series paper. One square that is, need to cut one more. So we need an extra one. So my square is 3 5/8. So we will do 3 5/8 by 3 5/8 because we can't have that empty like that. Cannot. And we'll diagonal this puppy and hopefully this will fit. Well, will fit. It might be too small. Okay, let's put that out of the way. Oh, I've got some fibers. Get that? These things, I get these on Amazon. They're great. Great little sanding blocks. I think they're for nails, but I like them for my paper. Okay, let's try this. This needs to go. You know, I really need something else, but I'm going to do that right here. I would like to have another layer, but it's going to make it too thick, I think. Like adding, I don't want to add more foil to it. That's a lot of layers. So we are going to put that right here, like that, and like this. Boy, if somebody doesn't like red, they are not going to like this card. I don't know if I've ever seen anything Valentine's in anything other than reds and pinks. Wait a minute. This is this way. That one's going the wrong way. So is that one. Oh well. They're upside down. There. That's better. Okay, so we got that. And how this can close is like this. You can close like this because it's too big if you do it like this. Okay, so now we are going to stamp some stuff. So it's got one of these really big hearts on here, but I am not going to use that. That's too big. I have this. And this is what I embossed with the heart embossing folder that came with this. Hearts of Love. Okay. So I think, see, I like the idea of having those together like that, but I don't want them like that. I like this heart too. Isn't that cool? I think that's cool. I really like that one. That's a good size heart. It doesn't really fit under any of this stuff. It's just pretty. Got that. So I really wanted to put love, but I don't think it'll fit on here. Nope, I do not. So I have some white cardstock because I need to have something. That's for the inside. Happy Valentine's Day. Okay, so we're going to get the Poppy Parade out, I think, because I want Valentine's in that, and Poppy Parade. And I will just have to cut this. Let's put it over on this side a little bit. There's that. I'm going to close that and get my black out. And we're going to do a happy Valentine's and Day. There's that. I wonder where Miss Tracy is tonight. You've been cleaning your house today. Oh, putting away. Oh, see, I'm not going to put mine away. Maybe this weekend. I like to keep mine out for a while. It took me a long time to put it up, so yeah, I want to keep it out a while. It's amazing how, I don't know, maybe even 10 years ago, I probably could put up both of my trees in one day and decorate them. And yeah, now, well, Tyler did the hardest tree, my grandson. And Natalie and I did the easy snowman tree, and then we went and helped Tyler because we got done so fast. But that's all they did was just get the tree up, because we all know that the decorating takes the longest. Okay, so we got that. I think I want some ink blending on this. I'm going to move that out of the way. Like that. Wonder what's on my pink one. Pink. That's fine. Okay, and what do I want? Oh, I want to do these. These hearts. They're going to go on that. Hopefully that came. There's that. And what else did I want? I think there was something else I wanted. No, those are too big. Oh, there's one. There's another heart. Another heart. So we will do that one too. There. Okay, so I like that. That's going to go right there. I don't know if this had ribbon with it because I don't have any ribbon that really goes with it, I don't think. I've got some white ribbon. White ribbon. Some glitzy white ribbon. Let's see. Let me get this white ribbon out. Hopefully this is opened. Yes, it is. We will put this on. This is probably retired white blank glittered organdy ribbon. It's pretty. It's got glitz, which goes with everything else. Okay. I'm going to get a bunch out in case I want to make a bow. I think this is going to be for my husband, to tell you the truth. I think it's going to be his. So, I mean, it looks like it has pink or red in it. Come on, get smaller. Okay, so I think we want to do it like that. Yeah. Okay, so we've got that. Where are my dimensionals? There they are. I've gone through, like, finished off 3 packs today. So that's good. Then I'm getting them used up. I have so many partial packages of dimensionals everywhere. Does anybody else have that problem? You know, you start with a pack and then you've misplaced them. So you open up another pack and you misplace those. Yeah, that's me. So now I try and keep them, the partials, in a little box. There's that. At my desk so I can get them out then. There's that and that. So there's that. And where did I put my little, that right there. Okay, so there's that. We definitely need to put some ink on that. That's pink. We don't want pink. We want red. Red, yeah. There's that. So that'll go like right there with dimensionals. This is a popped up card, guys. Popped up. It's going to get people's attention. Okay, there's that. Take these all off. So I think if you got everything set up, this card would probably take you maybe a half hour. Not too long. Oop, let's not do it upside down. Let's not do it upside down. Like that. Okay, like that. And then I have all these pieces that I want to glue for. Wowza. I had a really big, there it is. I'm wondering, that could go like that, I think. Get some liquid glue. I like these die cuts. I keep forgetting to use those adhesive sheets. And then this needs to go like that. Like that. Okay, we need to put some, oh, that's not good. We're making too much of a mess. Come on, there we go. Like that. No, like that. There. Oop, come on. And see, now I'm getting fingerprints all over everything. I need a little bit of glue right here. Okay, there's that. Like that. Okay. And this on this side, we'll just glue that on. Just a lot of decorating. I got like little hearts. I got an X and an O right here. We could glue those on. going to try and use all this up. Try and X. And yeah, I don't know where Tracy is. I'm glad this stuff dries clear. Okay. And I'm going to put one of these on that side. Like that. So we got those done, and then we just need to do the white panel piece. Where did I put it? Oh, you know, I bet you, I thought that was scrap. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we need another piece of white. Need a piece of white. Here's some white. That's funny. That's the second time I've done that today. Cut up something that was for something else. Okay, so it was 5.5. So then that was the layer. So 5.25. 5.25 by 2.5. Hopefully that is correct. That is just too funny. You have 4 open? Yay! You're rocking it. I am going to put today and always in my Poppy Parade. If I can see it. There's that. And then I want to do these. I just love this cluster of hearts. And you can just sign on top of that. So I got that. I think I have to put one of these hearts on this side too, but I'm not going to put the little arrow on. That's just way too much. Try and get some of that on there. So we'll put that like that. And then we have all these. Oh my goodness. So let's see. We'll just put that on. Oop, I got some pink on there. I got some pink on there I didn't want. Oops. Oops. But there you go. And then I need my embellishments. Here they are. These are really pretty. Very pretty. So like that. And then we're going to put a couple over here. Like that. So I think that's pretty cool. What do you think? Great card. And it's not hard. It's really not hard. Just a little time consuming. A little time consuming. But not bad. Yeah, because I think her card out of the middle had, so it had multiple. It had the 2 on the end, but it had like a diamond in the center too. Because the 2 ends, I think the ends you had 2 that they connect to each other or something. I don't remember. But anyways, it was a great card. So we got this one. And my one that I tried, this was my starter card, is this one using the fall paper. Okay. Lots of die cuts. Did a little bit of coloring. I cut out some paper. I have way too much of this paper left. And I figured I can sign on here, just right there, but love the paper. So, and I used a couple different, I used a retired die set for this. This stuff was retired dies. I really wanted other dies. So that's the bronze paper that went with that suite. But yeah, so what do you like better? The Valentine card or the fall card? Let's bring them, let's see if we can get them kind of in the screen. Which do you like better? Pink, red, or fall? What do you think? I think so. I think he will. But like I said, it's going to need a bigger envelope. This measures 5.5 by, I think 5.5 by 5.5. But that's fine for the U.S. But you may not always have that big of an envelope, because I know they come usually by 4 3/4 by 6. But anyway, yeah, I love this card. I really like it. It uses up designer series paper, which I love. I should have done that different than this. Because see, this was, the fronts and the backs are different, but I guess it's hard telling. Yeah, so anyway, my mystery craft box registration ends on January 1st. I'm going to keep my paper share open until the 6th. Oh, by the 6th, I can share the catalog pictures and all that. I don't have all the paper yet to be able to show everybody. But anyway, I will see you guys all on Thursday night. Tomorrow, I've got a video on 2 scrap cards that I did today. So those will be out tomorrow. Who knows what other kind of trouble I'm going to get into. I'm going to switch this up. Let's move that light up. Ooh, okay. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your evening, and I'll see y'all soon. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, and like, subscribe, share all the good things to help grow the channel. I'd really appreciate it. So thank you all for stopping by. Have a good night. Bye.